What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, we won't regret it. I'm slipping today. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Hey, I forgot somebody, man, that's very special to me, man. I'm gonna shout out my man Robert Chapman out there in Virginia, and Robert been rocking with me for a while, man. He comments on all my videos, and we talk from time to time. He's a real good dude out there in Virginia, man. And he sent me $10 for my Cash App for my birthday. Bro, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And, we spoke earlier. You got my thanks. And I told you I shout you out, so you got it. But, yeah, guys, I want to talk about a story I did back in August. And it's about this woman right here. Her name is Deja Turner. And she's 34 years old. This woman was arrested under child neglect, the crime of child neglect charges. And she had 5 children in her house, and they were like starving. She was living in a basement that was under renovations, a dark, cold basement out there in Racine, Wisconsin. She's currently locked up, her and her boyfriend, who I will show you later. And wait till you see this dude. But anyway, the reason why I'm doing an update on this is a whistleblower came forth that worked with city inspectors. And they seen the conditions that these children were in, and they took pictures. And these pictures were seen, but nobody did anything to help these kids. We talk a lot of times on here about system failures and people just working a 9 to 5 and not really doing what they're supposed to do with empathy, with jobs that involve children. And this is one of those cases. Had this lady came forward and said something, maybe this would have been a different story that I was doing initially. Take a look at this and we're going to come back and talk about it.
12 News investigation. Newly obtained city records, including this photo of a little girl, suggests city inspectors missed suspected child neglect.
Police removed 5 malnourished children ages 1 to 14 from a home in Racine last summer. Their mom remains behind bars tonight, charged with neglect.
As 12 News' Hannah Hilliard uncovered, a city worker had been inside that home and did not report the children's conditions to police.
The discovery of 5 malnourished children found living in a dark and unfinished basement of this Racine home first made headlines in August.
This is an egregious type of case.
Now, 6 months later, 12 News uncovering red flags that may have been missed.
I was angry. I was angry at the fact that my department let these children down.
This woman, who did not want to be identified, says she was working for the city of Racine last summer.
The Neighborhood Enhancement Division for the city of Racine, they were fully aware of the children being in the basement, and they dropped the ball. They didn't do anything.
Fully aware for how many days?
So the first time was on July 14th when the initial interior inspection was done and pictures were taken.
She says her co-worker did the interior inspection. We obtained documents and photos of that inspection through a public records request. It details several violations inside the home, including a photo of a broken basement handrail. In the background, you can see a small child, skinny, on a filthy mattress. A timestamp in the right-hand corner noting midday, July 14th.
It was 17 days later, on July 31st, a property manager stopped by the home to fix some smoke detectors. She says she spotted the children in the basement and immediately called authorities.
We talked to that landlord in the days following.
They looked at skinny, they looked at like they had not been bathed.
We wanted to ask the city of Racine why it appears its inspectors did not go to police. They declined our request for an interview Thursday. But in a statement, the city says it is reviewing its internal procedures, training, and reporting processes to ensure the utmost safety and fast responsiveness of reporting concerns surrounding unsafe living conditions for children.
How can you not see something in a crucial moment like that and not report it? What we did as a department was unacceptable.
Right now, the children's mother, Deja Turner, is charged with 5 counts of child neglect. Her boyfriend, Laquan Russell, is the father of 2 of those children. He's charged with child neglect and child abuse.
All right, guys, that's what's been discovered since this woman been locked up in since August of last year. Now, I want to go over a couple of things. First thing is this. We talk about this all the time. The system drops the ball and allows a lot of things to slip through the cracks. But this is a really big crack, and it shouldn't have happened. After them pictures was taken, immediate action should have been done by the person that took those pictures. See what they said? Hey, the media said, why y'all ain't call the police? Oh, no comment. They don't want to talk. Then they'll come back with some colorful speech. Oh, well, you know, this is unacceptable. We'll get to the bottom of this stuff. Shut up. Shut your damn mouths. Because all of y'all are responsible. You failed them children. You failed them children. This woman right here has been charged with child neglect. When they first aired this story and I first did it, I didn't want to really attack her and say all of this stuff because I thought she was by herself. They tried to hint it like it was mental illness. But after seeing her man, that changed everything for me. Now, this guy, Laquan Russell, here, was charged with child neglect also and child abuse. Because it said some of the children in the original story showed signs of abuse. Now, I've said all I'm going to say about this woman right here, because she's stupid as hell. And, you know, this should go to show you, and this should be, stories like this should need to be told, especially the young girls that think they know everything and don't want to listen to their parents. This could easily be you. All it takes for you to do is be a miss-know-it-all, don't want to listen to what your parents are telling you, run out in the street and think you know better than somebody else, and get taken advantage of by a guy, you know, because you don't feel as though you're getting the respect and love you getting in your house. To fall victim to a guy that'll tell you anything and do anything to you. And now you caught up with a bunch of children by different people, and they out there just doing their own thing. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to get off this girl for a second, because you know how I am. But she's at fault. Not only for what she did to them children, what she allowed to be done to them children, and she takes half of the blame. I'm going to say 40% of the blame of the conditions they in. And this is why. Let me get her off the screen. This guy right here, Laquan Russell, if you look at him and look at her, I'm going to put her over here. Both of them deserve the flowers to me. Did you see that baby? Guys, some of the details of this stuff is startling. It said the 14-year-old kid, because it said the baby's children range from age 1 to age 14. That was the 1-year-old y'all saw on that dirty ass mattress. 1-year-old baby, skin and bones. Said the 14-year-old, the oldest child, only weighed 55 pounds. Now, look at both of them and tell me if they look like they miss meals. Ladies and gentlemen, these two people was feeding them children scraps. If anything, I guarantee you it's many a nights they went to bed and their stomachs was hurting. Baby included. See, when you start to show signs of starvation, malnourishment, your body starts to eat itself. That's a hell of a way to go out. I honestly believe nobody should starve to death with all of this food available. You got 2 adults in there. Y'all couldn't put your heads together? Ma'am, I'm sure you was on some type of assistance with 5 damn babies. Multiple fathers. But then again, look at who was leading them. That's why I said she get 40%, 60% go to this asshole. It's a 34-year-old woman. She should know better. And let me tell you ladies something. It don't matter how bad you think you are, or how pretty, or what you doing on Instagram, so on and so forth. You only as good as the man that's leading you. And look what she chose to be the leader. This man was beating the shit out of the kids, probably beating the hell out of her. Reason why I brought up assistance and stuff, she probably was getting assistance, which I'm sure she was, because CPS and stuff was checking on her. So, they want to see where that investment of that money's going. Look at his mouth. Look at his mouth. Kid starving, you got a mouthful of fucking jewelry in your mouth. Just sitting there, even on your fucking dumbass mugshot, ugly ass sitting there. Fucked up hairline, nappy ass dreads. You know who he looked like? Remember this dude? Some of y'all old enough? Remember Dr. Teeth off the Muppets? He was in the band and shit. That gold ass, stupid ass tooth. When we was young in the hood, we used to be arguing over if Dr. Teeth was black or not. He was the first black Muppet and shit. Look at that shit. Now look at this shit. What the fuck is the difference besides his clothing? You the leader. 2 of them babies are supposed to be yours. And you allowed this shit to happen as a man. Guarantee you that place she was renting, you was living in there, wasn't your place. They sitting in a dark fucking basement on a dirty ass air mattress. You eating good. Got your shits on shine. Yeah. Your girl eating good. Mother your child and other children. While children starved around y'all. And you beat on them. You beat them kids. And they was weak. Starving. You beat starving children, including your own. No plan. Run around chasing your tail. But you cool as hell in the streets. Looking like Master P, somebody in Master P's first video and shit. Dumb shit. We don't value nothing. You couldn't get that shit out your mouth and sell that to feed them babies? No, you couldn't. Because you was using the girl up too. I bet you was expedient when you wanted a shot of that ass. Who does that? Who sits around and lets babies starve and 2 of them his? 2 of them yours, bro. Ain't nothing you can say to make this right. Can't. That's what she chose to follow. And a lot of people out here, a lot of women out here, let's keep it real, think that's a positive role model. She followed him, so she just as much as fault as him. For real, that dude, I guarantee you, was living off of her. And I don't even know him. He was benefiting something for him to let that shit happen, beat them kids, and continue to give it a pipe. Damn. I'm done. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. You only as strong as the person that's leading you, ladies. And she chose that. So I don't want to hear shit. See you in the next video. Take care.